Hello, my name's Helen, Helen Smith Crafting Artisan. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator and I'm taking part today in the Stamp Around UK video blog hop. This is my first time taking part. There's a group of independent Stampin' Up demonstrators who take part and have done amazing jobs. I've been looking back over some of the previous blogs. Purpose of today is obviously to get involved and to create a simple birthday card for you to see, and also to grow my YouTube channel. I'm just starting on that, so if you could please press subscribe, that would be great. So the theme for this month is the in colours. Now it could be the ones that we had currently, the beautiful brights here, or it can be the 2020. Now I get this mixed up, let me just check. The 2023 to 2025 or the 2024 to 2026, which is these beautiful colours which I'm using today. Petunia Pop, Peach Pie, Shy Shamrock, Summer Splash and Pretty in Pink. So I'm going for a pinky pink day today. So I'm going to be using that. But these are our designer series paper, pack of 40. So that's nice to introduce you to the various colours. Then I'm using a new stamp set, which is in the new mini Christmas catalogue. Enjoying the little things. I love this font. Sunshine and Smiles, Hugs and Kisses. But today I'm using the Happy Birthday because it goes well with the circle punch which we have. Really useful to keep in your toolbox or your toolkit or your craft kit. Really simple, straightforward, and I'll show you how to use those. So to get started, I'm using basic white card and I'll cut a card base. Everybody has different ways. This is the way that I was shown to be most effective for usage of the card. So 10.5, we score up and back down. And then 15, we cut to create 2 card bases. While I'm here, I'm going to cut the other items that I need. Then we're going to have a mat or a layer. So if that is 10.5, I want my mat probably to be 10. And if the length was 15, I probably want that to be 14.5, just under. And then I'm always checking as I go along. I'm not confident with the measuring, so I do have to double check myself. Yeah, so I might even take a little bit more off that, take that down to 14. Just so it shows, gives the effect it's on the layer. And then I'm using, we are going double pink, Pretty in Pink. So if that's 14, I want this to be 13.5. And yeah, for the length. And then the width, if this is now 10, I think I'm going to take that 9.5. Make sure I'm doing it. Yep. Yeah, I think that's nice. So that's the cutting or the trimming done. Let's put those to the side. A card base, a layer and a layer, and that's a spare one. So now we're going to do our stamping. Pop that there. So a piece of decent sized scrap. I believe everything but. Might just have to cut the top off. We can use this piece. I've already mounted the stamps onto our acrylic blocks, so the cake and the donut shape, which I'm going to be using with the punch. I really do love this little stamp set. I'm glad I got that. So we're going to use Memento ink just to give a bit of depth rather than a different colour. And I'm going to cover the stamp. I find it easier that way because it's actually bigger than the stamp. I think just make sure that's all nicely covered without doing what I just did. We'll see. And then we kiss the card, but I think I might have a, oh no, that's okay. That's okay. Just get that a wipe. Always try and keep your stamps nice and clean. And then the little cake. So obviously I need to turn that round, so we're going to put that in the middle. Okay. That little wipe. If you do it as you go, clean as you go, then you know they're clean. What I should have explained and what I should have done is, it's best when you're using these type of stamps to use the, I'm not sure, Stamp and Pierce mat, just to give you that bit of support when you're stamping. Then you'll get a more accurate, crisp picture, but it worked okay for the purpose of the video. So then we're going to use the punch. Now, if you haven't used one of our punches, they come in, we've got different shapes on at the moment in the catalogues, but you can, like a big hole punch, when you put the card in, you can actually feel the bite, so you can then hold it like this and you know that you're in the right place. Now, if you've got strong hands, you can just press it and punch it through. Me personally, because of my hands, I use again this Stamp and Pierce mat or punch mat or whatever you want to call it, and I simply use the weight of my, and there we go. So these are really, punches are really great. If you don't have a die machine as to buy the dies, then the punch is great. So I'm just going to colour in the little cupcake with our blends. Put this to the side, and then we can start assembling. So just fold that over. Let me move that out of the way so I know that you can see. As I say, this is new to me, but I hope to be doing more. So just burnish the edge, and then I always actually lay it back to when I assemble. So with your glue, I like this Tombow glue because it's got movability as you're putting it down, but you don't have to be heavy-handed. I am naturally heavy-handed, so I do have to try. So we pop the layer on, like so. And then we could just put the layer straight on like that, or we could cut it in half and create a bit of a gap, which I think I might do just to add a bit more effect to the card. So really simple. We were on 9.5. So what I might do is I might take that half off and make that 9. And then I'll make that 4.5. And I cut it that way, so obviously it'd be nice to keep the no, I cut it that way to keep the pattern flow. So I will glue this on. Mr. Glue, come on, Mr. Glue. There we go. Coming to the end. There we go. Now, when I'm gluing something, when I've got 2, I lay 1 and use that as my guide. To make sure your borders are the same. Do the same for there we go. get another one out. So you just create that. Okay. Yeah, let's put a little bit of ribbon on. Oh, see. No, I don't even know why I went for those snips, because they're not Stampin' Up. These are my Stampin' Up ones, and look, straight away. So that's a good proof of how good our snips are. So there's various things you could do with ribbon. I'm just thinking maybe just to give it a bit of something, I'm going to put it like that. So I'll just sit that on there while I get my glue dots. Glue dots are best for ribbon. If you're using the white glue or the Tombow, because it is a sticky glue, it will move, whereas this, and let it form itself where it wants to lay. Just remember, you know, there's no perfection in nature and colours, so if you think a colour goes with it, then go for it. And then the famous dimensionals, with the ongoing debate of life, how many should you use? Okay, so, and I think maybe just slightly off centre. And with all this pink, we'll use some of our resin dots. Might even go with the darker, or should we stick with the light? I'm going to stick with the light. Yeah. So randomly, I have a real issue with embellishments. I never know where to put them. But in threes, and I was told last week in a triangle shape. So there's my card. We could just very quickly, if we have what could I use? I'll tell you what we could do inside. We could just very quickly stamp hugs and kisses rather than do an envelope. So I always put my down and then mount it that way. Let's do it with the mat, like I should have done. Bit of memento. Hugs and kisses inside. And, oh, maybe that strip, that's what we could do. We could always create, we could create a strip in there, but I think that's enough. We could always create a strip. Make space. So the envelope is, I'm always double checking things because it's 11. And just to finish off, thank you for watching, and please go on to look at my fellow crafters blogs as well, which will be listed below. So, oh no, come back here. 4 Stamp Around UK video blog with the theme in colours. Here's my card and envelope, pretty in pink. Happy birthday, hugs and kisses. Thanks for watching.